Good morning, it's Brian here from Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you the brand new Tucson N-Line.
Brian's my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car or any of the cars we have, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp, whichever suits.
In this video what I want to do is show you this N-Line, and I want to give you a quick idea just about the Tucson range in general, but we're going to really concentrate on this car overall.
Just before we start into the N-Line for about a minute here, I just want to show you how the Tucson range is structured, starting at the very first model.
The first model then is like this one here, which is the Comfort model. For an entry model car, it's actually really well equipped, so things like alloy wheels, there's cruise control, there's Bluetooth, there's air conditioning, there's parking sensors on the rear, things like electric heated mirrors, there is adjustable driver's seat, there is also a driver's seat, there's a spare wheel, there's a front and rear armrest, there's a daytime running lights, automatic headlights with a follow me home function, and all the safety features are standard, including
airbags in the front and side, curtain airbags up high, side impact airbags, side impact protection beams, emergency brake assist, emergency brake distribution, trailer assist, basically all the things that try and keep the car dead straight on the road. So overall you can see it starts off at a really high level of equipment. So what we're doing here is we're just trying to show you, we're going to keep building on specs. So the next model is what's called a Comfort.
Like this car here, so the first thing that jumps out is there's tinted rear windows, there's a larger 17-inch alloy wheel, and it's got those really nice exhaust on the rear. So it's got the nice scuff plate on the front and rear bumpers, and moving down the side of the car then,
it's colour coded, it's got a puddle lamp on the wing mirrors, and when you get inside the car it's got lumbar support for the driver, it's got a height adjustable passenger seat, dual zone climate control, there's nice silver accents on the dash, and it's even got things like chrome door handles. This model also has really nice LED rear tail lights. The wing mirrors are also auto folding on that model, and the headlights have static bending bulbs which gives you extra light when you're turning corners. And when you move from the Comfort onto the Comfort Plus like we were talking about, you also get a nice chrome grille, and front fog lights become standard too. For some of you, I know you came here to look at the N-Line, we're nearly there. Third model, Executive. So this Executive model then, it gets full leather, it gets heated seats, and it also gets a bigger screen, incorporates a reverse camera, Apple CarPlay with Android Auto. So this then will move us on to the fourth model called Executive Plus, and the N-Line is just after that. The Executive Plus then came in from 2019, and it's actually been really popular. The first thing that really stands out in them is those 19-inch wheels. Executive Plus also adds nice things like chrome around the windows, chrome with the door handles, an electronic park brake, auto dip rear mirror with a compass, an even bigger infotainment system with a camera. I think I forgot to mention on the previous Executive, just like the Executive Plus, you also get wireless charging. It has two other safety features as well, which are lane keep assist and also speed sign recognition. And eventually we get onto N-Line. So N-Line I would describe as Executive Plus with some nice little features on it. While you're parked side by side, the very first thing I always notice on the N-Line here is you'll see the grille is different, and the daytime running lights are different, and the front bumper is different. So comparing the headlamp structure and the fog light structure starting off, we have a nice square fog light underneath with a daytime running lamp. Where you can see on the N-Line it's more of a inverted daytime running lamp, and the fog light is a small round fog lamp. So it just makes the car look really aggressive. The grille on the Executive has nice chrome slats all the way along the front, whereas the cascading grille on the N-Line model is more of a plastic mesh style. The bottom of the bumper then on the normal Tucson Executive Plus has a skid plate, which is quite nice. However, the bottom of the bumper of the N-Line seems to be moulded round and goes all the way down, much deeper looking, looks like a big air vent at the front. Again, just gives it that aggressive look. The bottom of the Executive Plus bumper then has a small bit of black just on each side, while the N-Line also features that it has a much more aggressive looking black section on the side of the bumper. Looking down the side of the Executive Plus, as we talked about, there's chrome on the windows, the nice big 19-inch wheels, and if you see there's a small brushed aluminium section on the bottom of the doors. The N-Line in contrast then has black where there was chrome on the windows of the Executive Plus, and that small brushed aluminium section we saw on the other car is a much darker colour on the N-Line. The two cars actually featured the exact same wheels, so we can see there's a diamond cut finish on the Executive Plus, but when we move on to the N-Line, it's the exact same wheel style, however it is a gloss black finish. Tucson's always come with roof rails. The one on the Executive Plus has a brushed aluminium style colour, but the one on the N-Line has a nice black gloss finish on it. N-Line also gets a nice N-Line badge on the side of each fender, and while the mirrors are colour coded on the Executive Plus, the gloss black style continues on the N-Line. Moving down onto the back of the cars then, this Executive Plus, as we can see, has a nice skid plate along the back, and it has that more triangular shaped exhaust on the rear right hand side. The first thing that stands out on the back of the N-Line is it has a black roof spoiler. Coming down onto the bottom of the bumper, it has an oval style dual exhaust, and there's a diffuser down along the bottom of the bumper which is much more aggressive. So again, just to give you an idea, moving from Executive Plus across onto the N-Line version, the N-Line, very similar cars, but just the N-Line has those little bit more aggressive bits and pieces. Actually, one point to note, this car in particular has side steps, but we can fit the same side steps onto an N-Line as well if you like them. One other thing I forgot to mention, actually, the Executive Plus and both the N-Line as well also have front parking sensors to go with the camera and the rear sensors that are on the other models. The interior of the N-Line is where you're going to see a big difference. So this one here is the Executive Plus. As you see, it's got nice leather interior on the front and rear of the car, and as you can see, the door handles are a nice chrome finish. Moving into the N-Line version then, we go from a full leather that we saw in the Executive Plus to a more sporty half leather velour interior with really nice aggressive red stitching. Same up front, and while some people might think going to half leather is going backwards, honestly I promise you in a sportier car it's a much nicer seat to sit in. The idea of the red stitching also continues onto the steering wheel, through the armrest and up onto the gear stick as well, and you've got a nice N badge on that really cool shaped gear stick. Like even we do Mercedes as well, all the AMG stuff, which is much more sportier stuff, is half leather velour just like this. One thing I really like on these is that they have that automatic gearbox. So this is the 1.7 DCT, it's about 136 horsepower. It's such a nice car to drive, and it's, if you actually compare it to the Executive Plus, if you like the more, we'll say, subtle and reserved style of the Executive Plus, and it's still a damn good looking car, yeah, that's the one to go for. But for 800 quid more, you're getting this much more aggressive look. I really like this. Well, I guess everyone likes different things, and that's what makes the world go around. So some people will like the Executive Plus, I just personally like this one, but the DCT gearbox is a winner. So floor the car, there's so much power in it. I don't know why, I actually just, leather is lovely, but on a personal level I actually prefer the velour. It just seems to be a stick in the seat a bit better, and maybe actually that's why they put in the sportier cars, for aggressive driving. You're not kind of sliding or anything like that on the seat. Anyone that's curious about acceleration in this DCT gearbox, starting from 0, second gear, third gear, 60 kilometers an hour, fourth gear, 80 kilometers an hour, and we're up at 100 kilometers an hour into fifth. Such a nice gearbox. DCT dual clutch transmission. It's just ready to go into every gear every time. Really fast, really quick. Very, very satisfying to drive. You know what's going to be nice about this car? I think the Tucson is really popular, but it's nice to have something different. These are going to be a bit rare. Hopefully after watching the video you have a better idea what this specification is all about and just the Tucson range in general. If this car is of interest, give me a shout. 086 843 1945. Just before I forget, one other thing I found, it's got this cool N stitching in the seat. But anyway, yeah, Brian is my name. If you want a Tucson that's really cool and nice like this one, and it's got a little bit different than the other Tucsons on the road, give us a shout, come look at the car. We can take any trade in, we can offer finance. Warranty will be 5 years in the car, roadside assist will be 5 years, and then Hyundai have their offers as well. So hopefully the car's of interest. Thanks for taking time to watch.